Hello, my name is Caleb Henderson. I'm a master's student in Dr. David McCall's Turfgrass Pathology Lab here at Virginia Tech. And today I'd like to tell you about some of the research my colleagues and I have been working on utilizing drone imagery to isolate spring dead spot from managed green spaces, including golf course fairways and sports fields. Now I will warn you that this video involves some computer coding, which may not be that compelling to some, but I promise I will do my best to make it interesting. And by the end of this video, you will hopefully understand how this work can help improve your workload as a turfgrass manager. So let's go! The process begins with a drone flight, but this drone flight is a little different than others in that it's entirely autonomous. So we select the area of the golf course or sports field that we would want to take imagery of, and a certain app will design a path for the drone to fly along entirely on its own, and it will acquire images throughout this time, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of images, individual images. And so as it returns, those images are being uploaded to a phone where they'll then be analyzed for future maneuvers down the line. With those images collected, they'll then undergo what's known as image stitching, where two images are combined together to make one larger image. And this can occur over and over and over again to create one individual larger image. And this can happen with all thousands of images that are captured from that drone flight. With our single large image acquired, now begins the task of isolating the spring dead spot. But wait, how shall we do that? Now we could do this the traditional way, where a person sits at a computer and clicks on every individual spring dead spot lesion. But keep in mind, this is going over an entire golf course fairway, so an entire hole at a time. And there's a lot of spring dead spot on each individual hole. So that's going to take a long time. So we found that it takes on average about 2 to 3 hours for image of a golf course fairway, including tees and putting greens. And while this method is accurate, it's as accurate as you want it to be, it does take a certain amount of skill to make sure you're picking true spring dead spot and not just drive out from a wood or iron, and it requires access to expensive, not easy to use software. Back to our example. Have you been selected to isolate spring dead spot from golf course imagery? What if I told you that there was a better way? Well, with computer code, there is. Let's keep going. Our code will look at the entire uploaded image, take a few moments, and then, all at once, select the spring dead spot areas that it recognizes, taking minutes to do what used to take hours. As you can imagine, we're counting the time as a significant pro, but also less need for technical skill. So this would be a standalone program that does not require any other programs additionally to run. However, we have found that it can be less accurate than selecting spring dead spot one at a time, and it can either overselect or underselect areas. However, we found that it's within about 60 to 70% as accurate as traditional human-made maps. With this, you can see that our friend is having a much better time. Isn't that right? You may ask, how does this work? Well, using OpenCV, an open source image analysis library available for Python, it looks at features within the image such as searching for roundness, color, proximity, and other features to determine what could and could not be spring dead spot. Now, with a map of where your spring dead spot is on your golf course or sports field, you can spray just where you need to using a GPS sprayer, saving you time and money on fungicides. So, with all of that hard work out of the way, I would like to acknowledge the people who helped me make it happen. So, starting with everyone inside of the Dr. McCall lab, including Wendell, Jordan, Emmeline, Aaron, Kevin, and of course, Dr. McCall, as well as the George Washington Carver Program and the Virginia Tech School of Plant and Environmental Sciences for funding my time at Virginia Tech. If anyone does have any questions, please do feel free to contact me. My email is calebah@vt.edu. Or feel free to contact Dr. McCall at the Virginia Tech Turfgrass Pathology Lab. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.